feeling like I'm Akademiks. Can't ride away.
What else seems to be happening in the world? Fortunately, we gotta talk about all of that type of BS. Yo, I'm gonna tell my man DDG now. DDG, let me give you the warning right now, my boy. I see you leading into this whole, hey, you're the perfect baby daddy boyfriend for this Halle Bailey situation. Let me very much tell you this. They don't love you, and they're waiting for you to fuck up to basically get on your ass, okay? Obviously, I want your family and your household to be successful, but I do want you to realize that leaning into content that shows that you're a really good baby daddy and a really good boyfriend to this woman, the shade rooms and these other people, they won't ever like you. They themselves don't like their own baby daddies. I'm talking about the audience. They got baby daddies and boyfriends and ex-boyfriends they don't like. They don't want to like you. And the first very sign of you doing anything they don't like, they're going to just throw you under the bus and give you immense amount of hate. Be careful, my brother, but I wish you the best. All right. Cool. All right. Enough relationship shit, man. I think we should probably get on to some music, right? Should we get on to some music? I think that will work. Okay. Let's get on to some music. Perfect. Well, I'll go back to shadow. All right, people. Let me see what's going on. Kai responded to Justin LeBoy. All right. Floyd versus Tank. Okay. Fat Joe talking about. Okay, I'll play this. Let's get into this for a second.
I don't know. I don't think Kendrick's cooking up. It don't take him 3-4 weeks to I think that's over. It don't take 3 or 4 weeks. Then the Tupac family want to sue Drake. I thought it was creative, using the AI Tupac and then pushing the envelope. But, I got no horse in this game. I wish they would all get along. I don't know. I don't think Kendrick's cooking up.
I disagree with Fat Joe. I definitely believe Kendrick's cooking up. I think Kendrick already has a song. I think Kendrick is trying to play the time game and trying to play the album game. I think Kendrick wants to benefit from this beef, not just in the eyes of people who are saying he's going to win or who will think he won if he drops a response. I think he wants to benefit from it by also dropping a project the same way Metro just did. He gave Metro a bone. Like, again, that one song like that, it's the number one song. Not saying it's not a good song, but it's like it definitely helped move at least 50,000 units or so for that album. I think he wants to do that necessarily for himself. On top of that, I do believe that Kendrick is trying to not come across like a hater. Honestly. I think the way that Drake has done this battle and kind of reacted to it, it's made Kendrick look or put him in an interesting place where if he drops anytime soon, he looks like he's in the coalition of niggas who are trying to jump Drake. And by that very definition, he's going to come across like a hater. I don't think Kendrick wants to come across like a hater. And that's one of the big things I think he's playing up on. I do believe he's taking some time to try to, all right, Ross, you done? Metro, you done? Future, you done? Okay, let me go get Drake myself. And really, even though it's been 2 weeks since he responded, I think now is really when a real countdown is going to start because he's now clear of everybody else's issues with Drake. If Drake's going to respond to Ross, he could do it at any time. If he's going to respond to them other niggas, he's going to do it anytime. They don't have anything else to respond to Drake with, at least, Metro and Future at this time. Kendrick doesn't, I don't think Kendrick wanted to be in the, we're jumping this guy. because you're gonna look bad. It's just a bad optic, especially when you think you could demolish this guy by yourself. So I do believe Kendrick has cooked up. I think he's trying to use time as a leverage of when he's gonna drop it. Here's my thing to Kendrick though. The thing with anticipation is like Detox. A lot of people know Detox, one of the most anticipated albums of all time. You know, Dr. Dre promised it. We all know, coming from his lineage of albums that he dropped, you know, whether it's 2001 or whether it's even Compton, people are like, yo, he's going to drop a fucking classic. And what happened is that after you have promised this perfected album that never came during the time people thought it was going to come, the thought about the album becomes so great that you can't live up to expectations. And I do think that's where Kendrick's about to fall into now. I think if he drops it the next week or so, expectations like, oh, whatever. I think the more time goes and he doesn't drop, the expectations are going to be too big or too high for whatever he's going to bring. And let's say he got a track that he's going to drop at Drake for a warm-up. Yo, okay, you did push-ups? All right, cool. I got another track. We could warm up and then we could really get into it. That makes it almost impossible because people are going to react to Kendrick song because he took so long very differently. That's one thing Drake has on his belt in terms of like his advantage. He responds quickly and he responds during a time frame of people still trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. If we're thinking that Kendrick is taking unnaturally long now, and I know some of y'all might be like, well, Drake took 3 weeks. Well, Drake had the song done after the first couple of days with that Kendrick drop like that. He wanted to know, is there going to be more disses on part 2 or if we don't trust you, which was called We Still Don't Trust You, because he was addressing like 10 niggas on the song. That's why he didn't drop immediately. So now, when it comes to Kendrick, it's taking a little bit longer, and people are wondering, is this shit worth it? Again, I do think Kendrick's gonna come back. There's no possible way he just like doesn't show up at all. But right now, I think he's making it harder for himself because the optic of how people are gonna view it is gonna become more and more difficult every day. All right? Okay, cool. All right. What else? There's something I wanted to play, but I forgot it. I guess there's an Ice Spice thing?